Welcome to IT by Design's Culture and Career Corner with CEO Sunny Kayla. Today's guest is Andy Arora, Associate Technical Team Lead at ITBD. Today, they chat about culture, lessons learned, solving problems, and so much more. Over to you, Sunny.
Welcome to the show, Amit.
Thank you, Sunny. It's always a pleasure interacting with you because every interaction with you is always full of positive vibes and a lot of learning, always.
Yeah, and likewise. And you are so special. And someone who is very near and dear to my heart, because the work that you're doing beyond your career. So you being a go-giver creates that special space in my heart. And that's why I'm super excited about our conversation today. And so excited to share your journey, your learnings, and you are a great human being. And I want a lot of our next generation professionals to learn from you, learn from your experience, that how having a group, big heart, giver's heart, can help you in life. And let's start with your journey. So can you give me a quick kind of your life journey so far?
Definitely, sir. It has been more than 2 decades, around 22 years I have been working.
Yeah.
So I was born and brought up in Chandigarh. Schooling was done in Chandigarh again, and I did my electronics engineering from a town near our capital, Delhi. So it was a small town, Bahadurgarh, from where I did my electronics engineering. And I have been working in the IT support industry since the year 99. Started in the computer field by performing component level repairing of power supplies, UPS, printers, assembling desktops, networking, installing and supporting operating systems like novel NetWare, Windows 3.1, Windows 95, Windows 98, and then came Windows NT servers, and now supporting cloud computing and cybersecurity at ITBD. And I carry a very a wide exposure in the IT support industry, from supporting Indian Army, home users, small, medium to large corporations. I have worked in CFL manufacturing units. That was my first job in Osram Lamps. And then for around 5 years with local computer vendors, supporting local users, desktops, computers, laptops, servers, networks. And I worked for Canon printers also. And then I moved to EXL Noida to enhance my communication skills. That was Dell Consumer Technical Support. And then I joined Dell Mohali, where I joined in Global IT Service Desk. I worked in Global IT Service Desk for around 2.5 years. And then for around 7.5 years, on-site IT in Dell Mohali. So mounting servers, laying the network cables, all the physical work, I've done that. And after Dell Mohali, 10 years in Dell Mohali, I joined ITBD. And in ITBD, it has been 7 years. And I joined as an engineer. I still remember the first day when I visited ITBD branch office at Chandigarh. It was noon, summer noon. And I was asking people here and there, where is the Aaron building where I was supposed to reach? And it was 2nd of March, 2015. And as soon as I reached the ITBD branch office, it started drizzling. There was cool breeze, a pleasant weather, and similar has been my experience at ITBD, cool and pleasant. So overall, if I talk about ITBD specifically, that was a large experience which I told about before ITBD. So my journey at ITBD has been wonderful. I have cherished each and every day working here. I started as an engineer. Today, I'm leading a team of 23 engineers, and the team is growing every month. There has been a lot of technical and professional growth, personal growth also. As an engineer, if I look at 7 years back, I got hands-on experience in VMware, Hyper-V, Office 365, Azure, firewalls, backups, all the latest technologies which were there. And with regards to personal growth, there have been a lot of learning because of the culture we have in IT by Design. I learned the concept of lifelong learning and things like document your goals and measure them regularly, respect everyone, stay honest, accept failures as a learning, never give up, always work wholeheartedly, be generous while giving, and share knowledge, keep innovating, keep a growth mindset, communicate a clear vision, listen generously, which is the most important one. And together, everyone achieves more. That's a team effort, teamwork. Be reliable, be open minded, adopt changes quickly, hope for the best, prepare for the worst, and be helpful. Always stay eager to learn. And the one most important thing is we don't call our customers as clients, we call them partners. Partners in our successful journey. So this is about ITBD. My journey has been awesome, from an engineer to leading teams.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
let's go deeper into this a little bit because no, I'm so glad that that like especially when we talk about ITBD, it's about developing good human beings and
Yeah.
attracting good human beings, right? And when it comes to our culture, that environment that you just described, and the life skills that we learn together, and we bring in world-class training institutions like Collaborative
Mm-hmm.
Pay, is just to
Right.
develop those life skills. Is to kind of, when you have life skills as a professional, not
Mm-hmm.
only you're successful in your career, you are successful as a human being, right? Because it takes good habits, good mindset, good behaviors to be a
Mm-hmm.
good human being and be a good team member and be a good family member and be a good community member. So you described that. Now, with your journey, you started from, like, coming from Dell, and you started as an engineer. So can you talk to me a little bit about more about your career growth that happened at ITBD? What do you think contributed to your accelerated growth at ITBD?
Right, sir, definitely. So the most important thing which got embedded in my DNA at ITBD is lifelong learning. Keep learning. No one can say that I have learned everything. Even if you read 5 books, 10 books, 50 books, there are huge libraries which you haven't read. So lifelong learning is the one thing. When I joined as an engineer, my most important thing was to learn managing servers like Hyper-V, VMware. I had done the physical work in Dell, but I got exposure in ITBD on all the Office 365, Azure, Hyper-V, VMware. So the first thing was this, and after that, I went through leadership training, and I have attended, I can say, hundreds of training in ITBD, from mental health to how to be a good leader, how to be a good person. Every kind of training we keep getting. And after the leadership training, I got the opportunity for the TL role, and now I'm managing a team. Earlier, before actually getting into the TL role, I always thought that being a manager is just like managing people. But since I became a TL, there has been a lot of learning. Every day we learn new policies, procedures, a lot of things. There is a lot more when you are in a leadership role. In a individual contributor role, you are the face of the company. But when you join the LMA team, you become the face of the leadership. So we represent you when we talk to the clients. We represent you when we talk to our engineers. So whenever I talk to my engineers, I give them assurance that if I'm not able to help you, I know Sunny will be able to help you, or all the SDM and the VPs, they are there to support you. So this is about it.
That's awesome. And I love love hearing that. But how would you describe ITBD culture?
Right. That's the most important thing in ITBD, which is not visible in any other company. I've worked with many companies till now. But the most important thing in ITBD is culture by design. What I like the most about ITBD is your vision, which runs from the top management to the bottom engineers in ITBD to all the staff, sales, HR, everybody. Open door policy, building happy and healthy communities. That's our target. And ITBD's core values, which runs in the DNA of each and every ITBDian. Those are: be humble, be accountable, be passionate about what you do, stay positive, and take care of your community. And never to forget our Go Giver activities in which we help the underprivileged survive difficult times.
Yeah.
Other characteristics of our organization are what we say, we mean it. ITBDNs believe in leading by example. We have competitive pay packages, job security, work-life balance, career growth opportunities, positive and inspiring company culture, which is most important. Our company is stable. We have monthly, quarterly rewards and recognition programs to acknowledge and appreciate everyone's efforts. Everybody is working towards company's growth. We acknowledge everybody's efforts. And we are continuously growing each day. When I joined, it was around 70 to 80 employees, and now we are at more than 700 employees now, continuously growing. And we have strong and relatable values which everybody can follow and understand. We have effective and transparent management, solid health programs. We keep getting sessions from Simi, from you, from Aki about mental health. During the COVID times, especially, those were really helpful. And our leadership team always talk to all people, even on the company-wide our town hall meetings and state of the company meetings. You interact with the engineers itself, and otherwise also we get message from you on Teams. Do you need any help, assistance, guidance? So it's always like open door policy. You can reach anybody when you need help. And listening generously is the one of the mantra which entire LMA follows, and everybody's feedback and suggestions are closely understood and followed upon and worked upon. And we keep closely monitoring what's working, what's not working, and what needs to be changed. We have a lot of innovative ideas which we have adopted in the organization, like entrepreneur operating system, vision traction organization, traction tools, career development programs, quarterly rocks and smart goals, right person, right seat, 360-degree track star performance reviews, core values, people analyzer, state of the company meetings with all employees, regular town hall meetings with you. Bonusly, multiple employee engagement programs, activities, fun activities, mental health programs, yoga and bhangra programs, regular surveys, great place to work certified, and culture community which always concentrates on building a beautiful culture by design and to lead a happy life by design. Anyone can share their ideas, feedbacks at ITBD with the top management anytime. Overall, what I can say is ITBD is a winning team of good people focused to make everyone's life better and more fruitful, to give a wonderful experience to everyone entering our ecosystem. As we take care of our existing community members, all new members are also welcomed with a similar warmth and respect. So ITBD is an inspiring place, and that's about the culture we follow. Thank you.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, that's a reminder for me as well. When you mentioned all these programs from culture team, where volunteers are driving that, to a lot of like other things that that sometimes we start the program and then give it to the department to take from there, and then you're like, wow, like slowly a lot of things are kind of, they have accumulated over time. And as you said,
Definitely.
we were a lot more intentional during COVID start.
Yep.
March 2020,
Yep.
April 2020, a lot of health related stuff started during that time. And now the new program that is kind of really evolution of that health program that started in 2020, and is
Right.
life by design.
Yep.
But 4 pillars of life, starting with your health, which includes your kind of mental, physical, and spiritual health. So that plan we are working, because last month was mental awareness month, May.
Right.
And now June, starting today, is gonna be again more international yoga is coming. So we were like, okay, let's focus more on the health plan. And then we have the career plan, which we already have been going on because, career development plans, they were part of our culture. And then you have so next one is family, overall, like, your family wheel, your family health, your family plan, that how you're leading your family side of the life. And then you have the legacy side. So 4 plans: health,
Right.
career, family, and legacy.
Right.
But in the order, it should be health, then family, then career, then legacy. And
Right.
so having said that, there are just so many really, really awesome initiatives to have a happy and healthy community, which is purpose of ITBD. We do that from our heart, and it shows up in all these programs and the long list of things that we're doing for the wellness of our people to help them experience good life. What are your top 3 life lessons that you have learned that you want to share with our viewers?
Definitely, sir. That's a wonderful question. We should learn from each other. That's the best thing. And at ITBD, we share learnings. So we get your insights, what you have learned over the several years. So we get benefited from them. First of all, I would like to share a few principles which I follow in my life. So the most important principle in my life is what goes around comes around. I believe in that. What you give to the environment gives you back in different proportions. So that's the reason behind the go-giver activities which we do on regular basis every year. And another principle which I follow is touch the perfection. Try to be perfect. Do the right thing even when no one is watching. And let justice prevail. And what I believe is a little help in difficult times means a lot, a lot. So these are the few principles which I follow personally. I would recommend everybody to understand these and try to follow them if you can. And few thoughts which would be beneficial for the future generations of professionals or our existing professionals in our company and in the industry, college students who would be watching this video. In business, it doesn't matter what you do. It matters why you do it. The why part is important, why you're doing something. In ITBD, we are community oriented. We want to build happy and healthy communities. So that's our why. That's why we are working wholeheartedly. And our life is a product of choices we make. The most important choice is keep learning. And stay hopeful, shape your future according to your hopes, stay hopeful, and do the right thing, and good will come to you. These are some of the things I would suggest to future generations. And for the aspiring leaders, the most important thing which I would like to share is, which I have learned recently, when you are in a leadership role, never lose the trust of people reporting to you, because they are the ones who keep pushing you upwards. Similarly, your seniors' trust in you keeps pulling you upwards, and your peers' trust in you provides all the support you need. And to be trusted is a greater compliment than being loved. So this is the suggestion for aspiring leaders and existing leaders. And it's very easy to defeat someone, but it's very hard to win someone. So when you start working, make friends, make support pillars, don't make enemies, understand others' perspective, try to step into someone else's shoes and understand what he's saying, why he's behaving like that. So make friends, not enemies. Try to be a rainbow in someone's cloud. Help somebody when somebody needs help. One most important thing is to motivate someone. The easiest way is by giving what he or she deserves. If you snatch something from somebody what he deserves, that person gets demotivated. So what we do here in ITBD is right person, right seat. We evaluate who is the right person for the right seat. And about life, what I would like to tell all our viewers of this video, keep your face always toward the sunshine. Focus on the greater good, and the shadows will fall behind you. Stay positive, stay humble, stay healthy, stay happy.
That's
Thank you.
yeah, no, that's amazing. Um, One thing that I kind of really loved the way you said it is that I mean, our life is a byproduct of choices that we make
Choices we made.
right
Yeah.
through our life, and what goes around comes around. So be that change, be that good that you want to see. And I mean, that reminds me about your choice of being a go-giver, because that's what really kind of energizes me. So you talked about go-givers. I mean, you do that, right? So in our Chandigarh office, you lead that initiative. So what's the motivation behind you running this Go-Givers program, where you take a lot of blankets and biscuits to people where they're sleeping on the road around Chandigarh area? Talk to me a little bit about that program as well.
Right, so definitely. That's one of the most important thing which we do is giving back. That's ITBD culture, giving back not only to our community, but fellow communities of underprivileged people living in and around our city. So no one has ever become poor by giving. Even if we separate 1% of our salary in a month, it can make a huge difference for many people living on the roadside, staying outside the hospital buildings. India is a spectrum of different classes of people, from the richest to the poorest. And there are a lot of people who face hunger, malnutrition, limited access to education, and other basic necessities like food and shelter. So first of all, I would like to explain what inspires me is because I have been there. I have been there. I remember in my college days, I got stuck in a situation, and an unknown person came forward to help me. There were no mobile phones, no PCO booth around. That person helped me on without even asking. So somebody helped me without even asking. That was a great shock to me. Why he helped me? So there were times when I was looking for help, nobody was there to help me. So I do understand the gravity of help, what it means. A little help in difficult times means a lot, a lot. So that's what I understand. And the other thing is, my uncle used to stay sick, so I used to be there with him in the hospital for around 2 to 3 days continuously. So I have seen people suffering there. So about Chandigarh, in North India, we have one of the largest hospital in the entire north region of India. So people come here from different states. They come here for the checkup, and at times they are not prepared. They are not financially good. It's a government hospital, charity kind of hospital, but they don't have any place to stay overnight. When they are staying, they are sleeping outside the building hospitals or hospital buildings, because the waiting rooms are limited inside the buildings, so they sleep around the hospital buildings. I have seen them. That's what inspired me. So in ITBD, when I joined ITBD in 2015, in December, we were just, the colleagues were discussing about, let's do something for the underprivileged, because we have seen the go-givers activities and the culture which we have giving back to the society. So we decided, let's distribute blankets, because we face extreme hot weather to extreme cold weather. In December, it's extremely cold. There are people sleeping around the roadsides. So we decided, let's collect money from everybody. So we went from desk to desk, collected money. It was around 10,000, and we got 10,000 budget from ITBD office. So it started with 20,000 rupees. We distributed blankets, biscuits, caps, lozenges, toothpaste, and soaps to the people sleeping around hospital buildings, and then to the people who were living without shelter around the roads, in the markets at night. We started distributing that, and every year the contribution increased. We started a WhatsApp group with ITBD employees, and then our employees started saying, okay, my mother wants to join you, my brother wants to join you, my friend wants to join you. Now the community has become larger. Now we call it ITBD friends and family, family and friends. So there are people who trust us, they donate, they make contributions. There are many people who have the money but don't have the bandwidth or time to do such activities. So we collect money from everybody. We get budgets from ITBD. In last activity when you were here, I remember in December you were unpacking the blankets, and this time we distributed tents also. You were unpacking the tents. All the COVID times were still going on, but you did it yourself. In December our budget went up to 150,000 rupees. We started from 15 to 20,000 rupees. Now 150,000 in last December. We distributed a lot of blankets, caps, biscuits, and this time it became larger. We distributed tents also. We have the videos. I still remember you were unpacking them. So that's about it. What inspires me is my past. I received help when I didn't ask for, and I didn't receive help when I needed. So I know the value, and it got amplified in ITBD because of the ITBD culture, because of your support, Steve's support. We get contributions from everybody, from US, from Noida, from Chandigarh office. So I'm just the coordinator.
Yeah.
The backbone is Steve, Sunny, Cam, Javed, everybody.
Yeah. So when I was there in December, you mentioned December, December 2021. I think that Christmas weekend was when our LMA retreat was. So first 2 days, all our team leads, our managers, our leaders, they got together, right? So we do this on a quarterly basis, LMA retreat.
Right.
And the intent there is kind of team building, the learning together, having some trainings, having some overall, like, next quarter goals. And I remember on our way back from Kasoli side, and we made a stop close to, it was somewhere in Panchkula, right?
Yeah, Ghaggar Bridge, near the Ghaggar Bridge.
Yeah. So underneath that bridge, there were some people living. These are homeless people. And we took our pickup truck there with blankets, and we distributed blankets, and there were some other items, right, along with blankets. And so it was so what was in there in that package? There was a blanket,
tents, warm caps, biscuits, lozenges, toothpaste, and soaps. And along with the tents, we gave rope also, so that they don't have to buy. We gave rope also.
Yeah, for the tent.
Yeah, for the tent.
Yeah. So it was just, there were just so much. I'm like, this activity here gave me a lot more fulfillment than anything else that I have done during that trip. It was a short trip of about 5 days. And within that 1 day that we have spent doing go-giver stuff, and because you kind of planned it and coordinated everything, and I got the opportunity to go there and really be part of that really, really great work. And it was just so much, it gave me so much satisfaction, gave me just that feeling that's very hard to describe.
Right.
We were able to be hero to some people there. As a team, we were able to be that, right? And then it kind of it helps some people. And so we're going to share some of those pictures and videos out of that, because it is so inspirational. Like, if there is every company can do this from their heart. Just imagine the impact that we can all make, because we have resources to make that impact. Just little by little, that every individual, every company where they can do this, then you are not relying on too much on these bureaucratic systems where it's more of a talk and less help. And if some program is intended to do some stuff, it gets kind of consumed in these bureaucratic layers, and it just, that help won't reach to the person who needs that help. But private citizens of any country, and private businesses of any country, if they can do something, they can make a huge impact. And one
Definitely.
thing, our intent is not to brag about what we do, it's just for our personal satisfaction because it makes us feel good. But why we are sharing this message is to inspire some other companies in every single city of this world where they can do something. They can put teams together of volunteers where they're driven to give back, and they can create that environment which is conducive to giving to communities around them. Then no one will go to bed hungry, and no one is sleeping on the street without a blanket if every company can do this in the area that they're in. And
Right.
that is the main reason why I want to share this message with the world. Any last thought that you want to share with the viewers?
Uh, the message which you shared, I would like to repeat that once again because it's a very important message. If everybody is doing such activities, uh, the world would be a fairer place. I would like to request everybody to pay attention to the people around you and what you can do to make their life a little easier. Giving to charity strengthens personal values. It introduces your children to the importance of generosity. It encourages friends and families to do the same. Giving, giving to others promotes feelings of happiness. People who help others are happier. Charity can make the world a fairer place. Please think about it. So that's my message for today's meeting.
Yeah, thank you for coming to the show. We appreciate you, Andy, and you take care and have a great rest of the day.
Thank you, Sunny. Pleasure is all mine. Thank you.
Take care.